Next up is this is a wheat fan that was made in Delaware by Jason Waterman. This is the example of it that we have at the Historical Society. It's in the breezeway outside the Kreider Research Center. And it's a device that uses a fan to blow air over grain to blow away the light shaft, and then it has vibrating screens that separated the grain from larger debris that stayed above, and then smaller dirt and things that fall out the bottom, leaving seeds in the middle. And there was a hand wheel on the device to create the vibrating action and turn the fans. Um, Later on, these could be hooked up with belt drives to hit and miss engines or other things, but this one was manually operated. And they could set them up for different grains like flax or rye. Now, as I was looking into this, I came across something where the churches were not happy with them using fans to blow air. That was apparently that was God's responsibility was to create wind, and man shouldn't do that. So some pushback, I guess, back in the day. But Jason Waterman, he was born in Alexandria, Licking County in 1805. He married Louisa Carter in 1838 in Morgan County, and they had 6 children, one of whom died in infancy. They came to Delaware around 1860, and he purchased the east part of lot 68. This is the corner of East William and North Union Street. He purchased that and built a shop there where they were going to build the fan mills. So he paid $3,000 for. Well, he had that, but he also bought the lot on the northwest corner of Sandusky and William, and had that property, which he sold to Max Frank, and that's the Frank building that still stands on that corner. He won prizes at the county fair in 1863 and 1865 for fanning mill and corn sheller and the best windmill. Then the heirs of his wife Louisa wound up with the property, and in 1901 they sold it, the Spring Street property, to Britton and to who turned around and sold it to Joseph Neville. And we saw the Neville name earlier in the carriage industry. He had a machine shop at that site. This is East William and North Union. He had a machine shop there, and it's involved. We'll talk in a little bit here about the Square Deal Company. I think that's one of those buildings. That's the location of Roop's now. Um, and later on, they sold off the rest of the property. So in 1870, Jason was still living in Delaware. He was a mill maker, and he owned 10,000 in real estate and had a personal property of 3,000. The 1870 non-population census said that he was in the farming and milling business. He used 10,000 feet of lumber, 400 yards of wire screen, 2.5 pounds of castings to make 125 fanning mills, which he sold for $3,750. But by 1879, he was back in Alexandria, where he passed away on March 25th, and his wife Louisa passed away in 1889.